Hey guys, I want to introduce you to my balcony garden. Now, I don't have a very big balcony, but one of my favorite things to grow is just herbs that I can add to my kombuchas, that I can add to recipes that I can, just enjoy. So here I'm just going to show you a few of the herbs I have. Out here I have a lemon verbena, and I like this one because it's very minty and lemony. It's really nice. It's easy to grow. Here I have a rosemary, and this is one of my favorite herbs to grow. I think it's one of the easiest ones to start with. It's very aromatic. It has a strong scent. It's really, really nice. It's also one of the easier ones to grow, and there's a lot of misconceptions about growing rosemary, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit later. This is I think it's called a Puerto Rican oregano, but really it's not part of the oregano family. It's not even part of the mint family. It's part of the verbena family, closer to the lemon verbena. But I love the flavor and the scent of it because it's very minty. It's really perfect for adding it to soups. I really enjoy adding it to my kombuchas as a mint alternative. It's really nice. Over here I have a lavender. Right now it's not blossoming. I actually had a mealybug issue. Maybe I can talk about that in a future episode. But I had to take care of it, and I've been taking care of it with neem oil. This other one on the side here is a little bit suffering, but it's getting better and better, and I'm excited for the flowers to come out again. I love lavender flowers. And the cool thing about the lavender flowers actually is I noticed that hummingbirds were coming to my balcony when the first lavender blooms came out, and then I put out a hummingbird feeder and I have all these hummingbirds that visit me now. But it was the lavender that tipped me off that there were hummingbirds around. Next, all the way out here, I'm gonna have to kind of move some things. Like I said, it's not a very big balcony. This is a habanero pepper. It's about 6 inches high, and I just snipped off the top of it because I actually want to get bushy. And if you subscribe or stick along, there's actually a future episode where I'm going to show how you can grow habanero from seed. Next, I have thyme. I love this one because it's so bushy. Maybe I'll even take it out for you to see here, but it's really nice and bushy. It's super flavorful. Also really easy to take care of and awesome for so many recipes. Next, I have a basil. So this basil, I've actually made pesto with it a few times. It's really nice to make pesto with. It's one of the trickier ones in my garden because it needs more water than everything else. And as you see here, I actually have everything connected to an irrigation system, which allows me to leave the house for about 3 weeks and a month at a time and not having to worry. The next plant I have here, this is actually an Amazonian habanero pepper. It's given me a few blooms so far. This is the one we're actually going to grow from seed a little bit later. It's been about 3 or 4 cycles of flowers and seeds, and it makes these little berry-like habaneros. I'll show you them in the kitchen a little bit later. They're very small, but they're just incredibly flavorful. I really love them. Things I like to grow in my garden are things that are hard or impossible to get at the supermarket, and these Amazonian habaneros are one of them. The next thing I have here, this actually is a new experiment, but all the way down here we have a hibiscus plant, and I'll step around here and I'll show you a few things. Okay, hey there again, here I am. So here we have a hibiscus, and it's actually already flowered. This one was flowering yesterday. When the flowers come out, they only last about a day, and then they fall off. The flower pops off and there's calyxes inside and they start to swell. And this is actually what we make the tea from. And I'm really excited to grow hibiscus because I'm going to be able to put in my kombuchas. I'm hoping to make some jams with it. I think it could be really cool to make some ferments. I like to grow things that I can preserve later. I just find it to be kind of worth it more. And out here I have another habanero pepper, and it's actually a little bit bigger than the last one. So this habanero pepper is actually it's a little big now, and if I let it keep growing, it's going to grow like this vertically, but I actually want it to grow bushier. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to snip the top of it. I don't know if you can see here, but see it has a lot. So I'm going to take this top part out here, I'm going to snip it just with my nail. And this little snip, maybe in a future episode, you'll see it growing bushier. I kind of wish I did this with my hibiscus. This is a roselle hibiscus. And if I had snipped it here, it actually would have started growing bushier. But I didn't catch it in time, and now it's already blossoming, so I don't want to stress the plant out while it has all these flowers. But once production slows a little bit, I'm actually going to snip it right here, and I'm going to let it grow bushier so I get more flowers, I get more production. The last thing I'm going to show you now is how my irrigation system works. As you can see, everything here is connected with a little black wire that goes into the water, and it's a drip system. So I'm gonna circle back there to the balcony. Here I have a really easy system. It's actually a pretty affordable little device, but it's solar powered, and what it does is it sucks the water up. I don't have a water hookup here. The way I manage this one is I just basically got like a 5-gallon tub, and I fill it up with water, and it has a pump. And I just put this pump right in here, and this gives me about 2 weeks worth of water. And with this system, you can decide how often it waters it. I have everything watered basically once a day for 2 minutes. So all of these plants once a day get about 2 minutes of water, and it helps everything survive. I went on vacation last month and I was away for 2 weeks, and I came back and luckily everything was great. As long as this water doesn't run out and as long as this has enough battery, we're good to go. I hope to grow into a bigger space. I'd like to get a farm eventually, but I figured, start where I am, and this is what I have. This hanging balcony setup has worked really well for me. I've had it now for a couple years. I can use the herbs for a lot of things. I enjoy the variety. I enjoy running my hand and just smelling the different herbs. It's a really nice way to relax. It's a really nice way to end the day. It's like a scent buffet. I love the variety of scents here. Something fun I do with people sometimes is I have them try to guess what herb is which, and it really enlivens people's senses. They really get into it. They're like, oh, is that basil? Is it rosemary? I'm really surprised by people's sense of smell and how sometimes they just can't tell the difference between rosemary and basil. But I guess maybe it's me that I spend a lot of time with it. But I find it to be really fun. It's an enjoyable thing to share. And I use all these herbs in many different things at home.